Yeah. Yeah. The coffee in the mug is turning colder. The radiator hums a jagged tune. I feel the weight of time upon my shoulder, beneath the pale reflections of the afternoon. The news is just a list of things to worry over. The headlines are a shade of heavy gray. I'm looking for a four-leaf piece of clover in a yard where everything is washed away. Yeah. My phone is glowing with 1,000 faces, but I don't recognize a single soul. We're all just running through our frantic paces, trying to maintain some semblance of control. The ceiling fan is spinning in a circle, much like the thoughts that travel through my mind. The shadows in the corner turn to purple, leaving all the better days behind. The grocery store is crowded and it's heartless. I'm standing in the middle of the aisle. The future feels increasingly more chartless, and I have forgotten how to use a smile. The bills are piled high upon the counter. The engine in the car is making noise. It's a mountain that I'm not sure I can mount, or a struggle that has stolen all my joys. But there's a frequency beneath the static, a melody that's waiting to be heard. It isn't something grand or cinematic, it's the simple power of a single word. The world is turning even when it's heavy. The light is breaking through the garden wall. I'm standing at the opening of the levee, waiting for the better parts of it to fall. Yeah, I walk the sidewalk back to my apartment. The concrete feels so permanent and cold. I wonder where the spark of my heart went, and why the story feels like it's been told. The street lights flicker on in synchronization, a grid of amber dots against the night. I'm searching for a moment of sensation to prove to me that everything is right. I sit inside the silence of the hallway, listening to the city breathe outside. It feels like it's been raining on me always, with nowhere left for me to go and hide. The calendar is marked with obligations that I don't have the energy to keep. Just a series of exhausted fluctuations before I finally drift away to sleep. But then I see a photograph from childhood, a version of myself I used to be, standing where the ancient local wildwood met the edges of the Great Lake Sea. There was a look of steady, calm defiance in the way I stared directly at the lens, before I placed a desperate reliance on the opinions of my digital friends. But there's a frequency beneath the static, a melody that's waiting to be heard. It isn't something grand or cinematic, it's the simple power of a single word. The world is turning even when it's heavy. The light is breaking through the garden wall. I'm standing at the opening of the levee, waiting for the better parts of it to fall. I get up and I open all the windows. The evening air is fresh and smells of rain. I watch the way the breezy current then blows the curtains like they're washing out the pain. I reach out to a friend I haven't spoken to in what feels like a million years. It's amazing what a simple how are you can do to dissipate the lingering fears. I start to notice color in the distance. The neon signs are vibrant and alive. I'm finding a new level of resistance to the urge to just give up and not survive. The neighbors are out walking on the corner. They wave at me and I wave back at them. I'm no longer the isolated mourner of a ghost I used to try and condemn. It doesn't take a miracle to change the weather. It doesn't take a lightning bolt to see that we are held by more than just a tether to the people that we're meant to be. The shift is subtle like the season turning, a quiet revelation in the dark, a tiny fire that is slowly burning from a single solitary spark. Tomorrow isn't promised to be perfect, but I like the way the morning's looking now. Every single struggle had a purpose, even if I couldn't see the why or how. I set the table for a brand new season. I found the rhythm in the city's beat. I don't need a complicated reason to feel the solid ground beneath my feet. But there's a frequency beneath the static, a melody that's waiting to be heard. It isn't something grand or cinematic, it's the simple power of a single word. The world is turning even when it's heavy. The light is breaking through the garden wall. I'm standing at the opening of the levee, waiting for the better parts of it to fall. But there's a frequency beneath the static, a melody that's waiting to be heard. It isn't something grand or cinematic, it's the simple power of a single word. The world world is turning even when it's heavy. The light is breaking through the garden wall. I'm standing at the opening of the levee, waiting for the better parts of it to fall.